1-0 to the Arsenal women team. I just want to say congratulations to the Arsenal women team. Today is Saturday. I spent the whole day watching the Arsenal women team Champions League final and the Indiana Fever game. So this weekend I just watched women's team play today, and I have to say, I wrote a few notes for the Arsenal game. I was in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Watching the Arsenal game in the first half, I was annoyed. Why? Because they had, the defense was good, was solid. They were doing what they need, but the midfield and the attack, they were not in sync, which was a little bit annoyed because I was like, if they can just get in sync, Arsenal's going to win the game. If the midfield and the attack would have been in sync in the first half, Arsenal would have scored a goal or few goals in the first half. But the defense, so I was happy with the defense. Williamson and Emily Fox. Hey, USA, USA, USA. Emily Fox, she balled out. She really balled out, and I was happy for her because it's like whenever American players go to Europe, some of them do not perform because we saw what is the other player? There's few women Arsenal, few USA women players that went to Europe, or some of them went to the Premier League. They couldn't make it. They had to go back and play in American leagues. So watching Emily throughout this season, how she's been locking down players in that right back, I could be more proud. The attackers were a bit, I would say, non-active in the first half. In the first half, I was annoyed with the attack. They were not making runs. They wanted the ball to feet. I'm like, just make runs behind the defenders. Like, give the midfielders like different looks. Give defenders like different looks. Like, make runs. We saw in the goal Arsenal scored was because Black Stevens, I don't know how to Black Stevens, she was making runs every single time. She was making runs. That's why Arsenal got even got the corner, to the free kick and all that stuff, because she was making runs. The defenders were uncomfortable the moment Black Stevens got in the game, because that's what I wanted the whole game. The attackers should just make runs behind the defenders. Well, because I was not very, like, people would say, oh, Barcelona. I was not like, oh, Barcelona is gonna be they were the better team because they had most of the ball, but their defense was gettable. Arsenal could have got at their defense multiple times. Arsenal could have scored a few more goals if they were just willing, to attack the Barcelona defense. But it was an exciting game because Arsenal women team get to win the Champions League. I loved it. I love every single bit of it. The midfield, what is the Barcelona player name that Arsenal got? It was a former Barcelona player name. Let me see, what is her name? Because it seems to me she was the only one by the 98th minute. She was the only one out of the team was willing to make runs. Caldente. I'm gonna say she was one of the only midfielder that were actually, still have her legs under her and was willing to run, pass the ball, still hold the ball, be creative. And the back line, Emily Fox, Williamson, Catley, and McCabe. Excellent. I could have not said anything. That back line that you just mentioned, Fox, Williamson, Catley, and McCabe. Oh my God! And then you have Kim Little and McCatley. Bro, look, the goalkeeper. I was happy when they got him because the other goalkeeper also had. She has some bozo moments in her. Some bozo moments. She can lose focus sometimes. She's like Ramsdale, you know. She'll give you the high of high, but sometimes she give you the low of the low. So I was happy when they got because during the Euro she was pretty good. Yeah, the goalkeeper Arsenal currently have during the Euro, I was actually impressed with her. I was actually impressed how she performed in the Euro. So when Arsenal got her, I was really, happy about it. Champions of Europe, the women team, Arsenal women team is champions of Europe, right? I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Abby Russo coming from Manchester United, now lifted the Champions League with Arsenal. Yeah, Chloe Kelly alone, a Arsenal academy players, went to Manchester City, coming back to Arsenal in January, winning the Champions League. Hopefully, Arsenal can keep Chloe Kelly because Beth Mead, she's good. I love Beth Mead, all right, but she's getting older. She's getting a little bit lagging with injuries with all the injuries she's had in the past. It's good to have Chloe Kelly right there. She, she knows the club. Oh, 3 years younger, and she's from she Arsenal threw her through the academy. She came to the academy. What better than to have Chloe Kelly there? And then Katie Ford. I always love Katie Ford, but sometimes she's a little bit too rash with the decision. But yes, today Arsenal women team won the Champions League. The Women's Champions League. I'm happy. I'm happy for the women. I'm happy for the club. Now, next season, we need to win everything. If the club's gonna back the women's team, back the men's team, we need to win every single trophy there is to win. But yes, I'm happy for the women's team. And I was just hoping, Arsenal would have put Barcelona under pressure. They would have pressured them a little bit more in the first half. But hey, we won the game, so there's nothing more to say other than I'm happy with the Arsenal women's team winning the Champions League. So yes, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed.